Hello, how are you? I hope everybody is fine. I welcome you to the third semester, the second semester. Towards the end of the program, we had left some areas and we taught you besides our revision work through WhatsApp group and all that. Are you happy, everybody? Okay. Now I think we can straightly start. I hope everybody is happy after this pandemic, COVID pandemic. You know, this is part of our life. I have faced two pandemics now. One was the smallpox earlier when I was small child. I got the smallpox. And India very proudly eradicated smallpox. Now we are damn sure our country will definitely eradicate this COVID. What COVID? But many changes have happened in our life. Even our classes now started on online. And those things have pros and cons, merits and demerits. We have no other way but bound to be obedient by the authorities. And we study as we wish. And after one more year, all of you will become graduates. And that's great. Okay, we will discuss our area of teaching and learning. You know, before entering in all the fields, even in the football ground, even in the cricket match, the important players would come a previous day and examine the pitch. In the same way, we will examine the pitch where we are going to fight ourselves. I am dealing with the area of language and grammar. Are you happy? This paper, we have five important modules. Right from the basic grammar rules and towards unit 5. First unit, basic grammar and rules that you might have studied in higher secondary level and even some areas in your transaction. And after second, you reach second unit, you will get a sentence. How different time sentences or syntactical structures can be developed, word order, sentence patterns, and different types of areas like formations. Third unit, you will get transformation, a quite important area, different types of constructions, like grammatical concepts, and even fifth unit comprises how proficiently you are taught and you will be able to translate a big passage of English, a big passage of Malayalam to English, means translation. It is a method of journalistic strategy. So these five areas along with the other teacher will share, and I start teaching you. All right, second unit, the construction of sentences. You please keep in mind, learning grammar is almost everybody dislikes. But you know, learning grammar in a different way, particularly by the modern method, you know, it is very, very, very accessible. It is very, very, very endearing and people enjoy it. You know, what you have studied from the beginning in the high school and higher secondary level, you have different grammar schools. But you had been taught only the traditional method. But now when you reach in a graduate level, you should study the all modern methods. I don't know how many of you remember in the first semester when you came, I asked you as what is the spelling of grammar as a word? Out of 50 students in our class, I got almost 5 to 10 spellings and the majority were wrong. What is the actual spelling of grammar? You say? You can't. But people are inhibited. Whenever we ask grammar, 90% people say ER. You ask your friends. You ask your neighborhood friends. You ask your other students. 99% would say ER. Is it correct? No. Instead of E, we put A. GR, AR is correct. What goes wrong in our Kerala, in our students community that I don't know. I had gone so many schools and colleges for collecting data for my research work. And I got bitter experiences. Even though we feel and we follow a particular method of learning and teaching methodology in our college and school level, 80 to 90% of people do not make use of correct way. So, understanding grammar, what is it? How is it to be studied? You know, we have 4 important schools of grammar, about which really this area again coming in the first module. But I repeat, all these grammarians, all these schools of grammar have contributed their own ways. The first method, first group of grammar school, all right, first what is called traditional grammar. All right, first one is traditional school of thought. What is it, traditional school of thought? About which you have to study in 5th semester. But we are giving you a small introduction here to make you more motivated in the field of grammar. What is grammar? What are the schools of thought? How we can study grammar in the maximum easiest way. That is our way of talking. So understand the language is based on grammar, and grammar is simply we can define grammar is a mechanism. What is it? Grammar is a mechanism. Yes, like all the vehicles we have a mechanism. All the electronic things we have a mechanism. You take, as I was referring to your senior class, I have been using a Wagoner car so long. But when it stops on the road at midnight, I will be wondering why it stops. Because I have no idea about its mechanism, only driving. And preferably, I am very good at driver. But when it stops on the road, I would call the mechanic. Hello, mechanic, come. My car is on the way, road. Now it has broke down. Then what is to do? Mechanic will come within 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It will make a car. He himself will drive it. See the difference. So what I want to say, in everything there is a mechanism. If mechanism and method is going wrong, result will be different. So the whole languages, almost I was referring 3,000 languages available, among which we know 1 or 2, 3. Maximum we know Malayalam, maximum we know Hindi, almost English, a little bit Tamil, then above 4, much difficult. But 2,900 above languages available in the whole world. Is it okay? So once we want to study all the languages, we want to study its mechanism. So grammar as such, it is a mechanism. So what I want to, in concluding way, I should say, in the language, a mechanic come driver will be okay, but a driver cannot do everything. Just like me. When my car stops and open the bonnet, sometimes there will be smoke and all that, but I can't identify what is wrong. But the mechanic easily can identify. So that is what we say, mechanic will be always a driver, but a driver is not a mechanic. In the way, X or Y, friend of yours would speak good English, but understanding its mechanism at the modern way, after studying all the ways and all the possible methods of grammar and language and everything, very difficult. So, what I should say, you have to keep an interest. How to develop this language? As you selected already language and literature for BA graduation. So once we decided, you have to go through. So try to understand a certain mechanism of language first. Then slowly make an interest. This interest will keep you steady. Then you will search all the possible ways. But when interest dies, language will die. When interest dies, your learning experience will die. So you should be motivated by hook or crook that you develop your language. What are the possible methods to develop your language? You tell me. No. Possible methods. At least when I was in a graduation level, my professor would say, Mr. Sunny, you listen radio news. Nowadays, what all the facilities we have, mobile phone, all the channels in our hand. But you know, me now also listen All India Radio every day. Could you anybody tell me what is the news broadcasting time? All India Radio? Nobody knows. Even many channels are there, CNN, IBN, BBC, plenty channels are there. How many of you give time for listening news? So a total language development means if you want to put into, that is nothing, but that is called LSRW. You develop LSRW, means what? Listening, speaking, reading and writing. This is what is language. LSRW. Whether my question, are you able to listen good English? What all the possible methods are there? Listening radio, television, listening good speaker in the YouTube. Many good speakers are there. I have put in your WhatsApp group so many important, significant speakers talks there. You listen, as you give some importance as possible, that little bit of time to listen good English. Slowly you develop, but you are not showing interest. Then speaking a little bit. We don't compel you to be British speaker like, but you give little bit. Use a small bit of language, words and use. And again reading. Reading would enhance you very huge way that you would become a good language speaker. How many of you read English newspaper daily? I don't think. Many people say we go for e-paper. But everything is there, but nobody makes use of it. Then writing. So once you listen, then speak, then read, then begins to write. All these LSRW area, we have a mechanism. This mechanism is totally labeled as grammar of a language. As I would say, just like Vivekananda says, one wants to be successful, that you have to awake yourself first, then arise, then never stop until you reach your goal. What did you understand? Vivekananda, a great philosopher, saint and our saint, he says, you should awake yourselves. How many of you are ready to face all challenges in English? That is where your success. Arise, awake, then never stop to reach your goal. Our field is grammar. Me asking you, how many of you are ready to arise? How many of you are ready to awake? How many of you are ready to not to stop until you reach your goal of learning language? That is why Khushwant Singh says, learning English is equal to getting a passport. You try to get a passport, not in that way, but it is very easy to learn English. Getting a job after getting knowledge in English is easy. Once earlier a scholar and vice chancellor was there in Kerala University. He was an MBBS doctor, B. Iqbal. He has published a book, Pudhiya Bhoomi, Pudhiya Kerala. I have read. Once he was a vice chancellor, American company US Technology coming to open a very big project in Technopark. And the American company came to vice chancellor of Kerala University, that time B. Iqbal, and demanded 100 employees to inaugurate the project, US technology, IT technology in Technopark. And this vice chancellor was very happy. During his tenure, he would easily get a job for 100 employees. But American company in 1992 offered a high salary for engineers. But he reports in the book, this is an autobiographical sketch. He says, he could not get even one single candidate from Kerala for US Technology's employment opportunity. Why? American company put 3 important criteria. One was they should have professional degree with a first class distinction. Candidate who wants to be IT field in American company, US Technology, second qualification, they should have a pleasing personality. Both are okay. But last qualification, B. Iqbal, Vice Chancellor, still he is there. He writes in all other newspapers every day. Very big scientist come Dr. Chancellor, Vice Chancellor. He reports the last qualification was the candidate should have minimum capacity to communicate in English. Look, Vice Chancellor sent the circulars all to universities of professional colleges, but nobody responded. Now also you look, US Technology, after non-availability of Kerala people, they went to Chennai, recruited 100 employees and inaugurated their project in Kerala. It is reported in his book. only because students of Kerala do not have ability to speak, to communicate in English. I don't know after graduation how many of you will be possible to speak English. The only one thing, you have to develop an interest, and this interest based on LSRW. Then things will be in our hand. Don't say, I was there in Malayalam medium, I cannot. Don't say, I was in Tamil Nadu, like that. Everybody can. Only one thing in mind, keep interest. Then, based on this area, how much you have worked, LSRW, then you will be okay. So, our paper deals with grammar, and this grammar, generally both areas, some basic rules, and the other area we can go for modern methods. And the first area we have, as our people say, second school, traditional school, that the area will be taught by first unit. Second one is structural unit, structural grammar. All right, third one, TG grammar. Fourth one, segmental grammar. Now, look here, 4 stages, 4 schools of thought available. But you have been trained, you have studied only traditional grammar, by which you passed your 10th grade, you passed your higher secondary, now you reach graduation. But you know, developing, slowly developing, you should understand all these schools of thought. Then you will see what is reality. So this area will be covered by first unit by the other teacher. But you should know, grammar is a mechanism. And what all the areas needed there, in the first unit, introduction will be there. Then you have, university has not so far published book, I think. It will be available in a few days, and you will get it. And in meanwhile, in the college, you can take this textbook. This is otherwise we call Bible of English Grammar. Whatever references you need, whatever problems you need, by a bibliographical way, you can refer this book, and this is very, very useful for a graduating student in English. This is Practical English Usage, written by Michael Swan, available in the market, and you can keep it as a holy book in your book if you want to learn English grammar thoroughly. So whatever problems you face in future, in the way of your voyage in English grammar, you can follow this book. Otherwise, you can ask me, I will explain to you. So, slowly we get first area, what is called sentence. So, I tell you, you have to awake and arise and study yourself. I will give you point by point on the board. At the same time, in future, I will give you detailed notes. And once you get point by point, graduate students' duty to make a detailed note yourself. So, first topic coming in the unit module number 2 is sentence. All right. Which all the areas of sentence you have to study. And after all, what is a sentence? Studied from the beginning. Higher secondary, 10th grade, everywhere, what is sentence? You know, traditional grammarians, particularly Martin grammar book, what you study in high school English grammar book, what is called sentence is group of words which makes a complete sense. Two areas are there. What is a sentence? Sentence is group of words. First point, it should communicate a meaning. So 2 points are there. Group of words, then meaning. That is what is sentence. But many people disagree with that. Group of words may be okay, but how can we make a group of words? Is it possible everywhere? People ask. Everywhere can we write a subject, verb, predicate, then adjunct, adverb like that? No. Is it possible everywhere? Is it correct? Followed grammar book, followed grammar school, structural grammar, TGE grammar, suprasegmental grammar, so many grammar giants, intellectual giants searched and researched, and some grammar, particularly in modern grammar way, people say there need not be group of words for that. What is the need of group of words? Meaning may be okay. That is why in communicative English, we say, even the teacher say, stand, child would stand. Sit, child would sit. Then why should we say, child, please stand up? No, no group of words needed. Only communication, no, only meaning needed. So grammar, thoroughly checking and examining all the areas pointed out, all the rules pointed out in the traditional method. They do not say they are wrong, but they are to be updated. All these are to be updated. And updation coming, other school of grammar brought out. That is called structural grammar group. Other group coming, TG grammar, transformational generative grammar. The system is different, we'll teach you later. And yet another group is called pseudo grammar, what is called suprasegmental grammar, by which certain formulae prepared. By these formulae, we can easily study all grammatical techniques of language. And we will start and give you some approaches, not really applicable in your syllabus, but we will give you how you can penetrate yourself into the field of language. And that is our duty, suprasegmental system. So what is sentence? We have, as for plainly saying from the beginning, it is a group of words which has a meaning, and these are challenged by other groups and reaching to the area of suprasegmentals. They say nothing needed, only gestures needed, demos needed. What does it show? It shows all round development. All the areas of language from the beginning to the end, or east and west and all areas, north side and south side, everything is under postmortem, and linguists and scientific grammarians are making everyday changes, and they make. So one should, just like a graduate student, you should create an interest in the field. Then only all these areas can be acquired. So we see whether it should be written in a correct order. So third point is group and meaning, and we have, all right, an order. What is called order to be maintained? Order. What is order? Order is called S plus V plus O. What is called S plus V plus O? Basically, you studied in grammar from the beginning, higher secondary level, what is S and V O. Example, we get cat sat on a mat. You will get a cat subject, sat verb, on a mat, considered to be object. Considered to be object. So these are the group of words which are arranged in a correct way, in a systematic way, in a ordered way, which gives you meaning. This is called word order. Yes should be written. Just like sometimes once you have example, it should be is referred by Robert Lado. Robert Lado, a great linguist and language expert. He says in second language learning, a book, he says, once this order is kept in intact, idea will be wrong in your mind. What is it? He says, if it is not put in the correct order, in order to show the correct meaning, you will lose the meaning. For example, I referred in the 5th semester class. All right, here, cat killed the rat. All right, here cat is killing the rat. All right, this cat is subject, killed is verb, rat is object. Once you change this order in different way, meaning will be different. Example, you take O first, then all right V, then you take S, then it will be the rat killed the cat. Order is okay, meaning is different. So once you take all the words into account and put in the order, otherwise sentence will be incorrect. Meaning part should be kept in mind by writing the elements in the correct way. That is why one of my friends asked me, when I put in a seminar class, he asked me, all right, one example, you write, all right, Rama, one example, Rama married, all right, Sita. Generally we keep subject, verb, object. All right, suppose you put here O, V, S. What will be the meaning change? What will be the meaning change? If you go deeply, actor is different. In the first sentence, Rama married Sita, Raman is the actor. Whereas you go for obvious, Sita will be the actor. But once you put it in, that is why we say English language, once you write a sentence is non-flexible. We cannot easily change from one side to another side, or from other position to this position, south to north and east to west. No, you have to write in the particular order. Where do you get this order? This order is prescribed, or this order is given by grammarians. Not just like in your Malayalam language or Hindi or Tamil language. The same translation, no, in any way, we can say as many four possible way in Malayalam. Example, Rama married Sita. The main translation is yes, O, V. This is the area, this is the construction method of Malayalam language. Am I right or not? Yes, here Raman, then married come. Its translation, Raman Sitaye Vivaham Kazhichu. Is it clear? The other possible, example, X or Y telling, sir, if it is SOV, why can't we say Sitaye Raman Vivaham Kazhichu? Again you will get OSV. In Malayalam you will get OSV. 1, 2, second possible. But in English not possible. In English only this one possible. Here not possible. Oh, so Malayalam is flexible, but English non-flexible. English very intact. We cannot easily change words from another position to another position. Here you look, again some people are there in different part of Kerala. People say, we first. Vivaham Kazhichu Raman Sitaye. Some people say. Again third method, Malayalam translation possible. Still another people are there. Kazhichu Raman Sitaye Vivaham. Look, how many possible methods are there? Same sentence, same translation, but possible in different way to communicate. But in English, not possible. Recently, I attended a seminar by Chennai University College. And one professor, is very big intellectual giant. His name is Pa Krishna, popularly known as Paki. Pa Krishna means Paki. Very big professor plus journalist, and he is a senior general manager in Tamil Nadu newspaper Dinatandi. He says in Tamil also possible. In English, yes should come first, we should come, then O should be followed. In Malayalam, any possible method. Tamil also possible. We can easily put verb first. I don't know, you people know Ramayanam, where Sita, was taken to Sri Lanka by Ravanan. All right? Am I right? Yes. Then this Ravanan had a big fort in Sri Lanka in mythology, right? And Sita was there. And Sita's husband Raman sent Anjaneya, right? Hanuman to fort Sri Lanka. And once he goes there, he sees a very big palace and many estate like very big forest, where in a particular place Sita was kept. After watching and everything, Anjaneya coming to Rama's palace and reporting. Then Raman asking, it is written in this Ramayanam, Kamba Ramayanam. Anjaneya, then asking Anjaneya, reporting, Ramanji, Kanden, Kangalal, listen carefully, Kanden, Kangalal, Sita Devi, Tabovanatil. Look, this is the slogan, Kanden. Anjaneya reporting first verb, Kanden, Kangalal, Tabovanatil Sitaye. The same way, Kazhichu, Vivaham, Raman, Sitaye. Possible. This Kazhichu contain verbal items, but not possible in English. If Anjaneya, Hanuman can report verb first by Valmiki, by other people, traditionally, decades and many thousand years ago, once they wrote mythological stories, verb first, but English people do not allow it. This is what this Paki man, Pa Krishna, a journalist, reported in the webinar. So such a spurious way of understanding the total significance of language you should create. Otherwise, Anjaneya would not report like that. Anjaneya, I saw Sita Devi in Tabovanam. What do you say? But he's Kanden, Sitaye, Kangalal, Tabovanatile. Look, so Kanden, that is the what is called verb or kriya in the first. So in many other languages feel that there is a flexibility, but in English language never expect such flexibility. So that the significance of learning grammar in the proper way. Unless understanding the proper way, you will have a tendency to go into teachers. So we have lot of things. So what is this subject? And you should understand, there is that here. Subject easily to be identified. Look here, there will be some words. What subject you have to study? Yes, V-O. All right. Subject. All right. We can easily tell doer of an action. V is equal to action, or saying word. All right. Then receiver. Receiver. All right. What is this meaning? Subject means one who does the action should be kept first. Then only you can easily keep the subject first. Then verb, the action or saying word done by subject. Then object will be the receiver of the action. In saying word means you will put some auxiliaries. In future we will come across that. So we have first module, first area. This is what is sentence. I gave you in the summary like it is having a group of words. Modern grammarians won't allow it, but traditionally we studied is a group of words. Second point, it should have a meaning. And third point, it should have an order. And this order generally we fall S plus V plus O. And subject is the doer, and V should be the action or saying word, and O should be receiver of the action.